Let's go into them a little bit. Just want to see, they're normally quite comfortable with us. This herd is very, very habituated to vehicles. I'll try and give you a slight idea of the numbers here. Look at that, up towards our left, just loads of them. There's of course another little pan up that way, which is why they're standing there, but it doesn't really have much water in it, mostly mud. Of thirsty moaning calls in the distance. The different buffalo all calling, wishing for more water, I think. This little one has lost its mum in the process. Not a big problem, they'll find it again. They're all moving. You see the herd mentality there? Obviously some kind of call that came from one of the leaders there. Oh. Look at the bit of light in the background from the lodge, and again just a dust cloud coming off from the hooves. Oh, there's a mum. Look at that one, she's looking for a calf. You can see she's calling. She's running around in a little bit of confusion. She's lost the calf. Not a big problem, she'll find it again. Oh, look at this big bull here. There's so many things to look at. He was standing there looking at us just with that shape and the dust behind him. It's very, very awesome. Let's try and go around a little bit. Just trying to give you different angles and different sort of a different sense of the size of this herd and the stunningness of the scene. I'm hoping that very soon a light will come on. It's just dark enough. I think this dust will help to sort of speed that process up, but it will just look really, sorry, I'm out of words a little bit. It really will look quite visually impressive, and the impact of that light will be quite nice, just with all this dust. You know what might be interesting? Yeah, I'm going to go around to the waterhole side, down to Gowrie itself. Get my spotlight out in the meantime. And we have a bit of backlight against that dust. The waterhole camera side could look very, very interesting. I'm just going to continuously give you different views and different sides, different angles. I'm going to keep on talking. I'll try and keep it relevant to whatever you might be seeing, which is actually quite easy since it's most likely going to be buffalo. Buffalo almost look like they want to walk towards us as if to ask for water. Oh, look at these two, Marco. I think we're still in the water at the moment, but just found two bulls this side. young bulls, but they've got a little bit of a serious tussle going on here. This is a bit more than just a friendly sparring session. Maybe there's a little bit of frustration as well with the sudden shortness of water. But anyway, the sparring session seems to be over. They did lock horns very nicely there for a bit. You can see lots of buffalo slowly moving off. There's a few different options here. From the look of it, they're moving away slightly, but it doesn't look like they're heading anywhere in a great hurry. They might just decide to sort of camp out here for the night, sleep in the vicinity, and that would then give them enough time to, over the next while, quite a few of them get to drink water. Of course, the water will run out at some stage as well. Or at least a large part of the herd will get to drink. Alternatively, they'll have to move on. Their next closest waterhole, probably Buffelshoek Dam again, the same place they watered at last night. You can see those lightning conductors in the background, in case you're wondering what they are, those poles. It's from the rooms at Boyatella. Quite a nice big bull here. Not very old yet, probably only about 8 years, 7 years old. But thick horns. Look at the lower parts of the horns as well. He'll be a big boy in the next few years. Go around again a little bit. Just look at that, all the eyes. It looks like they might just hang around here. It's quite amazing, the dust here has been trampled out as well. You can imagine. Oh, look at this. A couple of big bulls by themselves drinking, the rest is standing around. But yeah, I think the water is not tasting so good now. They'll have a lot of sand and mud in it. But you can imagine 500 plus buffalo. That's 2,000 hooves running around in the dust. So it really has turned the whole area around the pan here as well into a very powdery, dusty area. Really trampled the grass down. You see even this buffalo standing there, but sniffing the water, and even though I'm sure it's thirsty, doesn't want to drink. Smells like water, looks like water, tastes like dust. Doesn't look like any of them are going to drink now. But if we're lucky, they might stick around and spend the night out here. There's a nice open clearing. Of course, the dam itself, where the water used to be, is nice and open as well. That means we might have buffalo here first thing in the morning, and if we're very lucky, maybe even some cat activity during the night. You never know. These big herds do attract lions quite often. It doesn't seem like there's been lions behind them recently, in the last few days. But you never know. That, of course, can change dramatically during the course of the evening. A large part of the herd, not all of them. Lots of them are further back in the bush and the grass as well, but probably, I'd say about 200 of them, maybe 250 or so of them, spread out here in the dry cavity of Gowrie waterhole, and the rest of the herd spread out further back. But it looks like they're not going to be moving too much further tonight.